guys doing today? Are you prepared for being on the internet?
It's my first time here. It's kind of exciting.
First time on the internet.
Discovered. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You never know what the world has for you until you discover it.
Can you guys hear me as well? Like,
yes, I can hear. I can hear you. Hopefully that means that the internet can also hear you. That would be the goal. Sorry, I'm just getting things ready.
No problem.
I'm gonna be doing a online match against both of you. Is that what's going to be happening?
You'll just be playing against me, Michael.
Okay.
It's a 1v1 game, so we.
Oh right.
Don't.
Of course,
Yeah.
I know that. I knew that. I'm good. I got this. All right. So I'll be doing that in just a second. I am just making sure I don't mess things up here. All right. So we have winners for Jotun. Yay! Good job. Were you guys watching the stream beforehand, or did you just pop in just now? I don't know how busy your lives are.
I've been watching since the start, so it's a pretty cool show. It's a pretty cool show, yeah.
my internet's been acting really bad, so I caught the tail end of the last one. That's it.
I see. That sucks. Sorry about your internet. That's probably one of the most frustrating things in the universe.
Yeah, it really is.
Awesome. All right, so why don't we start by having you guys actually tell me what. Or not me, really. I kind of know a little bit, but tell everybody kind of who you are and what you do for the game and who else is involved and, you know, if you like chickens. I don't know, or something.
Yeah. All right, I'm Michael. I primarily did, like, design initially and then do some programming on the game.
Oh, are you done?
Not yet.
Good job.
What do you have to say, Michael?
I forgot to say the thing about the chickens. Yeah, I like chickens.
Oh, right.
I forgot the second part of the question.
I'm Eddie, and I guess at the start I did a lot of the programming, but, you know, like, as the project went on, like, I think we kind of balanced out towards the end, so, like, we're kind of doing 50-50 now, like, design and programming. I don't like chickens, so...
Oh my.
Oh.
All right then.
All right.
Yep. I'm really against chickens. I eat them, actually.
Oh, we got into a game. Does that mean... Is that you?
That is probably me, yeah.
All right, so while we played, Eddie, do you want to kind of explain what's happening?
Yeah, sure. It's still showing... Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, you're gonna be like 30 seconds behind, but you can just like give the general idea of the. Oh no, I didn't place it in time. No. Oh, that was horrible.
It might actually be easier for me to talk just because I'm playing like in real time, and it'll probably line up better with the stream. So basically, Fuego is a Mexican standoff game. Right now, the two of us are creating a Mexican standoff by placing these bandits on the screen. We can aim their guns at different things, like there's banks and there's little churches and the other bandits the opponent is placing. We're also placing our guys in like double blind turns. So like we're placing at the same time, but we can't see what the other person is doing until after they have already done it, after the 10 seconds are to place each guy has expired. And now we're just going into the shootout. We've placed all our 4 guys.
Except for me, I placed 3 because I'm horrible.
Except you, yeah. The way the shootout works is the people with 1 gun will shoot first, and then the people with 2 guns will shoot, and then 3, and then 4. If a guy shoots the bank, he'll get a sack of gold, like this 4-gun guy just got a couple sacks of gold, and this 4-gun guy. And if you shoot another bandit, you'll steal all their gold. So you just crushed me.
Whoa.
Your 4-gun guy here stole the 2 sacks of gold from my other 4-gun guy.
I am best bandit.
Yeah. Oh man, that's embarrassing.
You ready for a rematch?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I will hit rematch. Whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Okay, so can you rotate your character? Is there?
Oh yes.
Because I didn't do that. I just realized.
If you hold the mouse button down when you're placing the guy and move your mouse around, he'll aim one of his guns towards where your mouse cursor is.
Ah, I see. Okay, that's much better. Okay. That was like a puzzle mode for me. Oh no!
Yeah, that guy is not going to survive long into his turn.
This is not going to go well.
Yeah. So yeah, shooting the banks will get you a sack of gold, and if you shoot one of the churches, your bullet will ricochet off the side of the church, and then that bullet can hit a bank or another bandit or something like that. So if you want to do some fancy trick shots and whatnot, you'll definitely want to be trying to use those churches.
So I can't tell if what I'm seeing is like not lined up with what everybody else is seeing, or if you guys are just ahead of everybody else. Do either of you know the answer to that?
The audio that you're hearing is about 20 seconds behind what you're gonna see, or in front of what you're gonna see.
I see.
Yeah.
Because like what Michael is describing is like not lining up.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
I wasn't sure if it would be better for me to just describe what's going on, but
I think for the stream people, the audio will line up. It's just for you.
Yeah, for the stream, our voices are happening at the exact same time that they're seeing it. But what's happening is you're in the Skype call, and then you see the Skype call again happening, like 20 seconds later. We got this.
Yeah.
Like weird time travel stuff going on.
Alright, let's see. So yeah, one of the things... Oh yeah, go for it.
I was just going to talk about like the money bags and there's like jewels and stuff that you get after the match. And that will go towards like some sort of like persistent data. So like we're going to keep track of like how much gold you have, and each of those items is worth some amount of gold.
Yeah. And one of the things that we're trying to do with that is to make it like sort of a soft ranking system, so that you have some context for what kind of opponent you're facing, someone who's played the game a lot or someone who hasn't played the game a lot. But you don't have the stress of like, an actual ranking system where you can lose rank, or you don't have to worry too much about that kind of stuff. Oh, it looks like you missed one.
I did. I'm dumb. I was listening.
Yeah, because we like in ranking systems how like you can be an underdog, or you can be, the pro in that particular match compared to your opponent, and you can expect to win, and it kind of adds a good like backdrop for the play experience. But we wanted it to be accessible and like something that just adds to the game instead of, like I said, stressing you out.
Right. Man, I keep losing. I guess the first one was a fluke.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn. It's like you made the game or something.
I might have played a few games.
So actually, do you want to kind of talk about your inspiration for the game and like how this came about? Because I'm curious personally.
Oh no. Yeah, sure. The oh no is for your bandit placement, not for the question. So this game started out as like a little game maker prototype that I pitched to Eddie at some GDC ages ago. And I think the thing that we wanted to do was make a strategy game that had a lot of depth to it and had a lot of interesting decision making involved, that was accessible to not necessarily experienced gamers, or people who don't want to commit 30 minutes to a match like in lots of MOBAs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's sort of where like the design mission came from. Is just supporting interesting, deep strategic gameplay for people who may not have the time for something bigger or deeper. And then I think one of the interesting parts of the game design is the firing order. How you're placing guys in one order, but the order they shoot in is not necessarily the same as the order that you place them in.
Right.
And the origin...
My brain hurt when I first realized what was happening.
Yeah. The origin of that was actually, I think I did like a college project where there was this whole like time travel mechanic involved, and it had that same sort of like, you know, you take an action and then someone else can do an action that affects something that you did in the past, nullifying that, and then you can do something that nullifies them nullifying you, and so as you're moving forward you're also affecting things of the past. But the game was like super complicated and like really clumsy to explain to people, and so this captures a lot of the appeal of like what I liked about that sort of mechanic, but without, you know, a lot of the excess clutter that was like paired with, because it was like a first-person shooter and all that. There's like all this extra stuff that kind of gets in the way and obscures what's interesting about that mechanic. So.
So yeah, that was like the kind of like mechanical, technical part of the design, and then there's kind of like the aesthetic, which kind of, I guess, grew organically. Like when we first started, Michael prototype was like with spaceships, and instead of shooting banks, we were mining ore. And so like we gradually moved to like a more Western theme, and then like it just felt a lot more natural. Like, and then like from there we kind of realized that it wasn't really what was going on was like a Mexican standoff.
No, it's cool. We tied because we just
We did,
slaughtered
like...
everybody.
What were you saying?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just like, this game.
I just wasn't even sure if I was like, if anybody even was like hearing me. So, but yeah, so like the theme kind of grew organically, and then we kind of started taking inspiration from like Django Unchained and like Tarantino, and like try to make the shootout look a lot more cool. And like you'll see like kind of little interesting things happening in the shootout too. Like you'll see, I think in the last shootout, like the guy's hand came out of the grave, and like gave a thumbs up. So like that's like a trigger that happens if your bandit shoots somebody after he dies. So like your bandit dies, but his bullet's still moving. So if he still hits somebody, then he's like, yeah, still got one. So there's like a bunch of little things like that we kind of added to kind of give the game a little more depth and make it a little more like the shootout a little more interesting. There's like another trigger that will happen, like if you kill all the bandits, like if all the bandits die, like a mariachi band appears.
Oh really?
And will like play a song for you. And then there's like, yeah, there's a lot of really cool little things. There's like a demon hand that will come out at one point and stuff like that.
Yeah. All those have really specific events that cause them to occur. So you'll see them like sparingly, but hopefully, you know, often enough to get your interest. Oh man, I lost pretty bad right there.
And the other thing is like if you place on top of each other, I don't know if people in the Twitch stream are wondering, if you place on top of each other, they get in a brawl and they both die. So
that's what just happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So like spawn killing, that works.
Yeah, it can actually be used as like a strategy too. Like if you're anticipating somebody's gonna be placing there and you already have the advantage, you can try to block them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is interesting because it's got this very kind of like light, fun-loving sort of like visuals, and the music and everything is kind of like, it's a little ridiculous. You're wolf people and bear people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's actually like pretty deep strategy is happening in a very short period of time.
Yeah, that was definitely the mission. The origin of the animal bandito thing actually was kind of interesting. Initially, they were just bandits that had a bunch of arms, and a lot of people were just puzzled. We're like, what is this guy? He's got 4 arms?
Yeah, they thought they were bugs at first.
Yeah,
It was not really final. So.
Super placeholder art.
We were testing at GDC, and they're like, what is this bug game? We're like, oh no.
Are these molecules? So we are very happy. You asked earlier about like the other contributors and stuff like that. Our artist, there's a guy named Jonathan Stroh. He's from Seattle. He does a really amazing job with his art. And then our audio and music is all from Gordon McLattery, who is also really amazing at his job.
It's always good to have people help you that are amazing at their jobs.
Yeah.
You can't have much better than that. Oh man. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm playing it and I'm watching what you're doing and I'm like, crap, there's this whole other level that I'm like, you're protecting your guys with other bodies, and you're like shooting banks at different times and other things, and like I've just been like, how can I hit the most banks and not worry about getting shot as much? And that's just not gonna happen. I have to get.
So somebody asked in the Twitch stream, what if no one dies or shoots a bank or chicken? We actually had an idea for that. Like that was gonna be another trigger, and that was, I guess, look away, but it was just gonna be like a white flag appears. So it's like nobody wants to kill each other, and everybody surrenders, and everybody lives happily ever after. So I guess you could choose not to, you know, shoot things if you really don't want to.
Oh, I messed up my placement. Poop.
Oh no. I don't know if you've noticed, because I haven't really been watching this. It's hard to focus on the stream and the gameplay at the same time, but if you've placed someone already, you can just click somewhere else and place them somewhere else. So like throughout the 10-second turns, you can keep changing your mind and, you know, whatever. But you gotta get risky towards the end of the, oh my god. I lose really bad. Not really bad, I just lost. Yeah, if you're trying to place someone like right at the last 10 seconds, sometimes you'll run out of time to to place your guy, and you'll have this really awfully placed guy shooting off into nowhere, or shooting your own guy or something like that.
I do really like the timing of everything and how there's just like bullets everywhere at some point, and you're just kind of like wincing over and over again, like, at all of the carnage that is happening.
It actually took a lot of iteration to get that feeling right. Like, I think one of the first pieces of feedback, like the very first time we showed this game to anyone, pretty much, outside of like our friends, we were given the feedback that the shootout feels like you're watching curling. It's probably not the aesthetic we're aiming for.
Curling? No, not quite. Interesting.
The other thing about the shootout is like you can kind of like replay it in your head. Like if you at the results screen, you can minimize it, and then you can kind of see like everything that happened, and you can kind of trace your steps backwards to see like who killed who, and like how come he had money, how come he got money at the end, and stuff like that. So like we spend a lot of time like putting in little pieces of like evidence, like the guns that the bandits have will lay on the floor, and like the bandits. The more times like the money stacks transfer, the bloodier they get. So like there's a lot of little detail there.
I don't know if any gold is gonna get stolen in this match. Oh.
Ooh.
No, so we don't get to see any of the bloody gold stacks.
No, that happened before though. I distinctly remember seeing lots of blood all over some of the bags.
Yeah. If one of the gold sacks has enough blood on it, in the results screen, when the little bags fall down and tally up, there's like a little blood splurt sound that happens.
Nice.
So you see like the bandit in the top left just got a bunch of flowers out of his gun. That was from like, he didn't hit anybody, so like, we call that, he's like a pacifist. He's a 4-gun bandit and he didn't hit one thing, so.
Yeah. Which happens less often than you'd think, because he's got so many bullets flying everywhere. Certainly, he's gonna hit something.
Oh, and the chicken laid an egg this round. That was nice.
Chicken laid an egg.
Yeah, if you startle the chicken by having like a bullet come too close to him, he drops an egg.
We need a name for the chicken. I was just thinking that. I guess he could just be the chicken.
Yeah, the chicken.
Harold.
Oh,
Harold.
Harold the chicken.
So, as far as the game being available for people to get, when is that going to happen? Do you have like a? Because I don't think, are you released yet? I feel like you're not. I can't remember.
We are not yet released. We're targeting an October 15th launch on Steam for PC, Mac, and Linux. And then if we can, if hopefully everything goes smoothly with that build and things don't explode, and then we can port to, spend some time porting to mobile and tablet and stuff like that. Like the game's design was intended to be
puzzle mode.
Oh yeah, we'll have puzzle mode.
So yeah, so like there's kind of some last minute things that we want to get in, trickling in, and there's like a lot more content, like new backgrounds and new animal portraits that are going to be coming in. and like you'll be collecting those things as you play the game. And then like yeah, the puzzle mode operates a lot different than the online mode. I don't know if you want to talk about that, Michael.
Yeah, we can talk about that. But basically, the online mode is sort of super fast-paced because you have only 10 seconds. I mean, 10 seconds sounds like a lot of time, but you have only 10 seconds to figure out where you're going to place each guy.
It's not much time.
Yeah, it does not feel like much time when you're actually putting your guys in. And then, here, wait, let me just do this real fast. The puzzle mode is going to be more of a sort of calmer, like we present you with, you know, a situation, and then you need to figure out where to place your guys. You can take as much time as you want. You can, you know, pick your guys out and like place one guy and then another guy and go back to the first guy. You don't have to do it in such a structured order as the multiplayer works. Yeah, we're gonna try and do something cool with like our level titles instead of just being like a title, like communicating something.
I just hit escape.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Oh, no.
I moved and I bumped it. Oh no, did I win?
Would it make you feel better if I said yes?
Oh my gosh.
That's all right.
Oh, that was bad. I will restart. We have just a couple more minutes left for your segment, but I think we could totally. Actually, do you want to just spend a couple minutes just kind of focusing on just talking about stuff? We don't have to play the game for a minute, and you can just. Like, if you want to, like, I don't know, if there's stuff that you'd really love to express versus playing the game. Or if we
Eddie, you could
more.
do that, and then we could keep playing. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be about anything? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sure. You could talk about peanuts. Oh, I just hit AI. What am I doing?
There is a menu button in the bottom left.
Oops.
You could click that, and then.
I just hit escape.
That works too.
I panicked. All right, there we go.
Oh, people get to see the new. This title screen is actually new. So like, this is kind of part of the final polish. We actually just put this in like yesterday.
Yeah.
Still needs a little more work, but yeah, it's kind of got this like Las Vegas feel to it, which we like. So yeah, I mean, I think one thing that we didn't really touch on is just like, you know, the kind of like underlying maybe like thematics of the game and like the quotes and stuff like that. Like Michael was just starting to talk about like in the single player mode, we're gonna have like these kind of like vignettes from the perspectives of like the people who are like, I guess really the animals who are living in this world. So like, I think that'll be.
Oh, did we just did we lose him?
His internet,
no.
His internet finally quit on him.
It finally cracked. Oh,
no.
He's back. He's back.
I'm here? Okay. I don't know where I left off there. This internet is so bad. Hey, the good thing about this internet being bad though is we're using it as like the benchmark for the network.
For the networking.
Yeah.
The internet, because my internet sucks, so I have to make it really good. If you have really bad internet, this game should work for you.
That's always a good thing to test. I did horribly. I got completely slaughtered. All those money bags are yours. Man, that's awesome. All right, we I think have time for one more match, and then I'm gonna do some giveaways for the game because you gave me some copies of the keys. So,
yes.
What we'll do there is you said to give them out as pairs, so like you could play with a friend. Is kind of the idea, right? Okay,
definitely.
Awesome. So we'll give away a couple of those. Thank you so much for that, by the way, too.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having us here. It was more than happy to give you guys keys to give out for that.
There's also probably a couple of streamers in the chat, and if you want to like invite people to try the game out at some point, I can try to like connect you with the streamers that I know, or they can maybe reach out to you. Is that something you'd want?
Yeah, that would be incredible. Let's see. I'm gonna try and structure this match so that like something really cool happens at the end.
Oh, should we be working together for a thing?
No, it'll be fine. I don't.
The confidence in Michael is.
I don't think I'm gonna do it. Oh no! All right, we got nothing. We got
One
nothing.
good.
Yeah, I was trying to either get the skeleton mariachi thing. Oh no, I'm terrible. Oh, stop it. Oh, I'm miserable. Yeah, there's definitely friendly fire. I get some candlelight visual, and then someone else shot the cross on his grave, desecrating it.
Oh wow! Each time a bullet passed the grave, it got messed up more.
Pretty much, yeah. This just like we put in a whole bunch of little things that could, you know, trigger and happen, and hopefully just like not brighten up, but the way the shootout happens. Oh, that was awful.
I don't know. I felt pretty good about that match. Awesome. Okay, so if you guys want, I'm gonna throw a link into. I think you guys gave me a link that I can share. I have too many tabs open. I'm really organized here. Where did you guys go?
I'm gonna pop our website into the chat in case people want to see that.
Perfect. Yes, you got it. I'll let you.
At the bottom of the website, there's a place where you can subscribe. It's not really a newsletter. We'll just let you know, like if we're doing a closed beta event or something like that, and you can check out the game early or when we launch, stuff like that.
Awesome.
And then our Twitter is devs. Oop. That's not a good time to typo something. There's our Twitter right there. If that worked. It didn't.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Yeah, I thought I was trying to chat with someone, I think, or something.
Oh.
But yeah, that's Fuego. It's,
It used to be called Flamingo, by the way, didn't it?
It did used to be called Flamingo. Yeah. We had some maybe
the casino companies came over and wrecked us up.
Oh really? Oh no.
No. But we were kind of afraid of them.
Oh, fair enough.
There's actually some like leftover remnants of Flamingo. If you win a match by killing all of your opponents and getting all of the gold available on the map, it's sort of like a Yahtzee type of thing, except for it says Flamingo. So at least part of the original name will live on in the game.
Very cool. I like that. I approve. Fuego is good too. I think it's a good name. I like it. All right, awesome. I'm gonna be switching over. I'm gonna be giving out a couple copy sets of Fuego, and I think this is awesome. I love the music. I love the attitude of the whole thing. It's really cool. You guys have done something amazing. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah,
thanks a lot.
Yeah, awesome. All right, have a good time in the dark abyss of the internet.
All right, farewell.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks again.
Thank you.